This English singer and songwriter is known for his albums like Ballad and Jude. And of course, we know his dad is the iconic John Lennon, here to tell us about his upcoming album and all the other fun things that he's working on. We say good morning to Julian Lennon. Hey, good to see you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming to hang with us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So as we said, your father is John Lennon of the Beatles, and we know you were very close to Paul McCartney, and he wrote, is it true that he wrote Hey Jude for you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure, yeah. When it's, you know, it's a song that a lot of people rejoice in, but on a personal level, it's a song that is a reminder of very difficult times when Dad left, you know, so yeah, it's you know, has good and bad feeling.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you are a musician yourself, and you recently released the lead single "Because" from your upcoming 4-track EP.
Yeah.
So tell us what inspired this song.
Well, I just, you know, the industry is very, very interesting, always has been, and labels have always been very interesting to work with too, not always in favor of the artist. And so I kind of, with the last album, Jude, I was kind of done with albums per se, because you put so much time and effort and emotion into these things. And sometimes, you know, if the label's not behind you, you don't get the support you need. And, you know, on a number of occasions, you know, artists have their albums shelved, and that's hard. That's hard on the artist. So these tracks, the EP, are just a collection of songs that I wrote and reworked on over the last year that didn't have a home. They didn't sit well with a particular album, and so I just thought these are songs that I still love and enjoy. And maybe they don't, you know, they really didn't sit with any of the other work. So these have their own home now in this EP called Because. It's 4 tracks. They're a little kind of, I guess, indie compared to the stuff I've done before. So it's a little more leaning towards less production, sounding a bit more like Squeeze, XTC, English indie from the 90s. So and I'm very happy with them. So I just hope other people enjoy it too.
Oh, we'll look forward to that. Also, you have some other things you're working on too, like this book.
Well, yeah, the photography book I did last year, and in time for the biggest exhibition I've ever done, which was in Venice. And it's a retrospective of all the work that I've been doing over the last 20 years, because, you know, many people don't know that I'm a fine art photographer. So this has been a lot of hard work, but a true pride and joy at the end of the day.
When did you go ahead.
You like black and white. Why do you choose that?
Well, it's not all black and white.
But there's
also a lot of desaturated images in there as well, which have their own. I started that because each collection had their own tone, their own quality, and I wanted them to be individual in that respect. But yeah, no, there's a fair amount of color in there too.
All right.
Yeah. When did you discover your passion for photography?
It actually came through, I mean, I think we've all had a camera in our household at some stage, even the throwaway ones as a kid. But it was really a dear friend of mine called Timothy White, who's a celebrity photographer, amongst other things, one of the best. And he just saw a couple of photos of mine that when we were doing a charity project many years ago, and he said, you should do something with this. I said, you're kidding, right? He said, no. I said, listen, I'll give it a go if you mentor me. So he did, and it's become one of the major loves of my life now. You know, telling stories through photography.
And you're also telling an animated story too, with your animated series.
Yeah, the Love the Earth children's books trilogy now being made into an animated series. So I'm thrilled at that. You know, it's not about shoving things down kids' throats. It's about telling them what's going on in the world and sharing that information, and you know, so also reminding the parents when they're reading the books with the kids that, you know, the children can ask, so why is there plastic in the ocean? Why don't these people have clean water? you know, it's about starting that conversation and keeping that momentum about trying to follow some positive change moving forward.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
My absolute pleasure.
It's really nice to see you. And that single, Because, is out now, and the EP album comes out October 24th. His book, Life's Fragile Moments, is available to purchase now wherever you get your books.